I collect a lot of things, and I think today I've got one of the wackiest. Or should I say quackiest, because today I bought a bunch of new Tubbz and they're collectible ducks. It's a company based out of the UK, and I actually met them over at Toy Fair. There was a lot of the guys there showing off their new products, and then I also saw them over at WonderCon a little bit later on. I got to chatting with them, and they were super nice. And then anyways, after, I had done a little bit of digging around on their website and found some products that I really wanted to add to my collection. And so, that's what we're going to be talking about today. And before we even get into the big boxes of stuff that I just ordered, a little while ago, I had actually been saving this one to do in today's video. I picked up the Jack Ducks at Life figure. If you guys don't know, Jack Sucks at Life is actually somebody who's been featured on the channel before. I'm a big fan of Jack and have been watching him for probably close to a decade now. So when I saw that he was coming out with his very own Tubbz for Duck Gang, I thought it was a perfect one to pick up. And now, if you guys don't know how these work, you can actually take the top off. There we go. So everything can be put back together. It's all like plastic bits. There's no things that you need to take off and almost like, you know, ruin the seal. But anyways, this thing is amazing. Look at that. He's got all of his play buttons in the front, or at least a couple of them. That blue fluffy sweater, as well as it looks maybe like track pants or a pair of like lighter jeans. Oh, and this is really funny. On the bottom, it actually has the Jack Sucks at Life logo, which is just his head. And yeah, I think the glasses are really well done. Honestly, it's a pretty nice version of Jack. I have every single one of his U2s, and now that I've got the Tubbz, I think it is a pretty nice addition to, I guess, my little Jack Sucks at Life shrine. Jack, if you're watching, I promise it isn't weird. I've just been slowly picking them up over the years. And now another thing that I really enjoy about this collectible is that they don't just make them look like a rubber duck. Apparently, they are also an actual rubber duck that you can use and put in the water. So later on today, we're going to be going out to the pool to test these things out, but we can't do it yet. Let's check out the other ones I got. Alrighty, now these first ones that I have here are just 4 regular size ones, exactly like the Jack one that we just took a look at. And now, I have not seen these in person, so I am pretty pumped to find out what they're looking like. Ooh! Okay, you know what? I think we'll start with this one here. It was kind of a newer one. It is the first edition as well. You can see they put the sticker on there when it's the first run, but it's actually, check it out, Marionette from Five Nights at Freddy's. Funny enough, this is actually the first Five Nights at Freddy's Tubbz I've ever got. But there is so many others in this set. I can show you on the side here. We've got Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, as well as, I want to say that bottom one middle there is it Baby? It is Circus Baby, yeah. Some pretty great stuff. And now, you know how I said that this one was the first edition? Apparently they do a few runs of these guys. The first one is when it says first edition and it has that sticker on the side. Then I believe the second run is without the first edition sticker. Then they go on to doing a boxed version later on. I don't know why I put boxed in quotation marks. They literally just switch it from a tub to a box, and maybe that's also when it goes to stores because it's a little bit easier to like put it on a shelf. I don't know if that's a for sure because I have seen some in Tubbz in stores, but I also know that the box thing is a bit newer. Anyways though, I am a big fan of the tub, and so that's why I want to pick them up when they come inside of those. And now looking at Marionette here, this is so fun because you can see the mask on the front, the black bill coming through it is really cool too, and then the arms and kind of like the tail area having the stripes is a really nice addition. The reason I went for this one over a lot of the other ones is just because I think it is such a random collaboration to make like these really scary characters like fun bath toys. I like it. Oh, and I know that rubber ducks, like normal ones when you would put them in the bath, are super flimsy, but these ones here are more like a usual vinyl figure, so don't worry about that. They don't feel cheap at all. I just thought I would mention that in case you guys are wondering. You can't really feel them through the screen. Oh, right. Now next up here, I actually picked up their 5th anniversary one, and it's because it is Splash, kind of like their mascot. I thought this one was a lot of fun because when I saw that they made these types of ducks, it almost reminds me of picking up like a random Freddy Funko if you're talking about Pops, or you know what, I was gonna say something with Figpin, but I don't know if Figpin has their own like mascot. I might be completely wrong about that. If you guys know any Figpin mascots, please let me know. Like, is it like Figgy or like Penny? I have no clue. Anyways though, taking a look at Splash, flash here, this is just like such a fun, classic duck. And I think it's so cool to like have, now that this is just like this like, you know, generic rubber duck in my collection. I don't know, there's just something about him. I love how he looks. And you know what this kind of reminds me of? I believe it's Ernie in Sesame Street. He has his own little rubber duck that almost looks exactly like this. I'm pretty sure his name's Rubber Ducky. There's a whole song about him. You should check him out. But anyways, though, yeah, this definitely reminds me of that. I want to see if there's a year on this one on the bottom. It doesn't say, but it says, oh, this is funny. Tubbz is a registered trademark of Rubber Road Ltd. I don't know if that was like on purpose. Did that come first, then the Tubbz? But I just think Rubber Road Ltd is such a perfect name for something with rubber ducks. Okay, now these next two kind of go together because they released at the same time for a DreamWorks collaboration. And I guess I'll show you one at a time, though. This is he's so good. Take a look, everybody. It's Po from Kung Fu Panda. Oh yeah, this is just so great. And I love how they make the actual tub holding them in the like proper color, and they're not all just like white or black or something. It adds a little pizzazz to the figure, and I don't know, I just think they're so fun. And yeah, this is amazing. Oh, this is interesting too. Didn't know that. On the bottom of them, they actually printed a first edition logo, so that's also something to note. You can't just like I don't know why you would, but you can't just like buy a random one, put it into a tub, and say it's first edition. It's got the sticker on the outside, and it's printed on the bottom, which is a nice detail. I like that, Tubbz. And anyways, taking a look here, he's got a dumpling-filled bowl, he's got the little chopsticks in his hand, and also, this is kind of funny. I don't know if anybody put these together, but it's almost like if his dad was actually, well, a duck. Or what is he in the movie? Is he a goose? Something like that. You know what I'm talking about. Like if a panda and a goose came together, it'd be this. Anyway, though, everybody, let's put him back into his case, and then we'll get on to the last one that I have before that other box that only has, by the way, one product inside of it. That's right, you heard me, everybody. It is a pretty big box with something pretty special inside. It's limited edition. I had to pick it up. But anyway, moving this one off to the side, let's get into the other DreamWorks one that we have, which is... come on, it's Shrek. Oh yeah, this is amazing. And you can see on the side here, they only have one in the Shrek line so far. And I'm hoping with the new Shrek movie coming out, is it next year? I believe it's next year. Anyways, I'm hoping that they make more Shrek ones in the future because I would love a donkey or a Gingy. Those would be pretty sweet. Alrighty, let's see this guy out of the tub. I guess we're untubbing him. We're draining the bathtub. I don't know what you'd call it. But either way, this is such a fun one too. They gave him this kind of like spots on his head, and then he also has that kind of like, what's it called? Like a tunic, I guess you could say, with the little tie in the front there. And this Shrek, it's just, again, one of those things that's like so weird it's perfect. Yeah, I'm loving this guy. I don't know why, but there's something about the Tubbz that I really, really enjoy. And I made sure to pick up some of my favorite characters they had on the website because I want to put them out on display somewhere, and I don't know where yet. Maybe if you guys want to pick somewhere in my backdrop, if you see an open spot, point to it, and maybe I'll put it there next time. I'll find a good spot for a couple of them anyways. And yeah, this is just so great. The ears are perfect too. And I'm hoping, like I said, they make more for the DreamWorks lines because I would love more from Kung Fu Panda 2. Well, hold on, actually. Kung Fu Panda 2 does have some great characters, but Kung Fu Panda as well. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, and you know what? Now that I think about it, have they ever turned a duck character into a Tubbz? I wonder what that would look like. Oh, and you know what? Hold on, everybody. Before we move on to that limited edition item that I am super excited about, I forgot that when you made your order and it was over a certain value, I don't remember how much it was, you got a free pin, and I've already seen it, and I think this one's pretty cool. Take a look. It is a rubber duck pirate, and this thing's huge. I thought it was gonna be way smaller. Alrighty, now everybody, this is the big kahuna for today. I am so excited to get into this. Okay, ooh, I haven't seen it yet. All I've done is just cut the tape on this so it's easier to unbox during the video. And let's see here. I'm gonna take the cardboard off the top. Ooh, this looks good. And I'm gonna be honest, this thing here is actually kind of what sparked my idea to make this video today, just because of how crazy this is. Take a look, everybody. It is a 50th anniversary Jaws boat. That's right, everybody. The Orca is now a Tubbz. This is exciting. It says, special edition Orca boat inspired by Jaws, made from durable, water-friendly materials to ensure hours of fun. I don't know if you guys can see it right here. It does say floats in water. And if you're curious about taking a look at the back of the box, there's just so much cool stuff going on. And I guess, yeah, let's open this thing up. Oh, wow. Okay, everybody, let's get this thing set up, and then we're gonna go take it out to the water. And I think the first thing we should do is grab the boat. Okay, now we've got, of course, Brody in the back there, as well as, why can't I think of this guy's name? It's the Matt Hooper, I knew that. Anyways, we've got this little bit of plastic to hold them in, but I'm pretty sure that's where the mast goes. Yes, it is. Okay, there we go, everybody. And then, of course, the shark has to come out, too. Let's put Bruce in the front. And now it looks like it also comes with a couple accessories. We get a little, like, you know, fish hook here. I hope you guys can see that. They're so small. But then we also get, it looks like a dive tank. I'm gonna see if I can grab these things here. We got this little dive tank here and a little bucket for Chum. Like, they really did think of everything for this. And now, if you're wondering, these here are considered like the mini Tubbz. They're just like a little bit smaller, almost like keychain size. But when it comes to the shark over here, I'm pretty sure this would be like a regular size Tubbz. Actually, I can compare it because we have Shrek right here. You know, it might even be a little bit larger because it doesn't need to go inside of the actual, like, little tub here. And I think his face might be a little bit longer than it. Either way, though, so amazing. And I'm pretty sure there is a couple, like, play features as well with this. Like, I think, yes, you could take the top off, and look at this. We could put, like, Chief Brody right inside of there. And you also get these to kind of, like, you know, harpoon the shark with. Like, there is so much going on. But now here's the thing, guys. We can't just, like, sit around and stare at it. We gotta go test to see if it floats. Oh, and you know what? While we're going, we might as well bring a regular one too. Yeah, Shrek's coming with us. Alrighty, everybody, we've made it to the pool, and now the idea is we're gonna start with Shrek, see how he does, because you know, it's just a regular Tubbz. It should float all right. And now let's see how this goes here, everybody. We're just gonna drop it in. I hope he's not top heavy. That's what I'm a little bit worried about, but besides that, I think it should float all right. Here we go. It is... Well, maybe we all kind of expected this, to be honest. It's not bad. He definitely does float. It's just like I said, the fact that he does have the big ears and his head's kind of heavy, he's gonna tip. Anyways, though, everybody, moving on to the next thing. I brought out the shark from the Jaws set. I feel like this is a good one to try out next because it comes in the set that floats, and it literally says put it in the water on the box. So let's find out how this goes. I know his head is a lot heavier than the other one, so it's probably just gonna tip forward, but here we go. Yeah, pretty much exactly what we expect. Oh, he's going away. Let me at least put him in camera there. Yeah, he's, Bruce isn't doing great. And now, everybody, it is time for, I think, what we've all been waiting for here. This boat. We're gonna see how this does in the water. I'm gonna have to kind of flip over here so I can actually, like, put it in. Let's find out, though. Okay, we're going down. Hold on, I don't want to fall in. All right, everybody, this is it, the boat. Let's find out. Do we think it's gonna tip? What do you think? Okay, here we go. It's going in, and there it is. Look at that. It's floating. Okay, hold on, everybody. I'm bringing it into camera a little bit better here so you can see it. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Oh my gosh, it looks so good too. While it's out here, I might have to take a picture of it because I don't know how often I want to put it in the water because, you know, I want to keep it nice still because it is technically a collectible. But that is so cool. You got Quint on the front. He might want to be careful up there because, you know, Bruce could be just around the corner. And well, anyways, everybody, our test is complete. Let's go back inside. That was honestly a lot of fun. Super cool to see floating. And if you guys want to see more Tubbz videos in the future, please let me know in the comment section below because I would love to make more of these, especially with the amount of detail they're putting into them. And they're just like collectible rubber ducks. It's a funny product, but it's also so serious at the same time. And I did see that there was a giant How to Train Your Dragon one that released a little while ago of Hiccup riding Toothless, and I'm thinking of picking it up. So if you guys want to see that, I mean, hey, you wouldn't have to convince me too much here. But anyways, though, hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great one, and I'll see you tomorrow.